Hello, welcome once again. Today, I want to bring on a very interesting story. I want to tell an interesting story, but it's a major concern in the sense that I there was an experience yesterday. I went with a friend. He gets to see a house that an agent want to show him. So when we got there, I because I've heard people say a lot of things about Asaba landlords and all of that, and I was like, I need to exceed it. I want to experience it. Let me go with this guy. So he hit me up. Then went there together. On getting to that place, first thing we moved, we checked the house. We went into the house. We moved around and realized we saw the house. It was a bedroom flat, sort of. I don't know what they call it. One bedroom flat, or I think they call it best here also. So when we got there, after the agent guy was one that took us to the place. When we got there, we saw the house, and I asked him, "Is he okay with it?" He said he's okay with it. But when I looked at the environment, I was not cool with it. I don't know. That's my own opinion. But he was the one renting, so he said he's okay with it. I said, "Oh, fine. This is okay, but it's not that okay." Or like, "Are you sure you want it?" Because I know that it was not that too good. And I was like, "Yeah, probably he was being desperate, or probably he needs a house so quick and very urgent." I don't want to discourage him, so I had to just agree with him. I had to confirm with him. I mean, it got so interesting that we decided to see the landlord. So, and the agent guy, because landlord also lives in the compound where he has the flat and all that. So the man was now explaining, okay, we say how much is the rent? He said the rent is 320,000 naira for such a house like that. I was shocked at an instance when he mentioned that money. I was very shocked. I was like, in my mind, but I didn't show the expression. So, I never knew that there was something that was going to hit me hard, from what the landlord said. Now, okay, if you've been around Asaba a lot and you've probably, you know, the opportunity to experience landlords, tenants, and agents, is a very funny scenario in the sense that 320, I thought that was all, but shockingly, shockingly, the the landlord now said the way it's done, but it's an experience from his own side. But this is how things are done in us, but even though it's not cool, even though it's not acceptable. So the landlord was like, okay, he's going to pay agent fee of 10% of whatever rent the landlord is offering. And looking at 320, 10% of 320 is 32,000 naira. So that's 2,000 naira plus 320. That's 352,000 naira. And after that, after paying that, he now pay for caution fee. That's what they call it, caution fee. And I was so curious. I was asked, please, what is caution fee? And caution fee is like when the house, he puts net in the house, he puts key, he put a key in the house, so he showed that you have three keys, and these three keys you are going to give one to him, and he did other things. These are caution fee, and the walls are in order. So those things are caution fee because the walls are in order. And I was okay. Then the most shocking one that the landlord said, hmm, hey God, he said that the tenant, okay, the tenant to be, you know, we've not agreed yet. He's just giving us the terms of how much you're going to pay, all of that. He's going to pay him. He's going to pay for landlord's wine. And I was like, sir, what is landlord's wine? He was like, yeah, that he cannot give his house like that without drinking a wine. I was like, what the heck? I said, sir, with due respect, sir, because he's an elderly man, and from his introduction, he said he's a retired uh, eye therapist or what? I don't know. Is this? sort of that. I don't know. So, and I'm like, how much? He said 10,000 naira for a wine that he can't give out his house now without drinking the wine from the house. I was like you're giving out. Are you are you giving out a girlfriend? Sorry, are you giving out your daughter to us, or you're giving us a house to rent? Because I don't understand this idea of you want a wine, and it was a very serious thing. And the man was like, "There's no way." Even that one said it's even the most important thing in everything I was saying. I was like, "What the heck?" And that was it. So then we did our our additions and all of that. We now realized that this guy is going to pay 400 and 420 something thousand naira or thereabout. That's what he's going to pay. But the rent is 320. And I was so baffled. Like it's not done anywhere. I don't know if it's happening in your area. I don't know where you're watching me from. I don't know if it's happening, but I think we some of us tenants though they are being robbed, because how can you tell a tenant to pay such a huge amount of money? Bro, that house is not nice. I mean, if you've been to Asaba, you know the way they build the house in Asaba. They make it feel like it is one duplex or so, or probably a very one nice self-contained that when you go you see a lot of beautiful things in the house. But you see that even the paint now, all this people say over time, if you run back for the paint for the wall, all your clothes will don't stay finish. And the man is charging so high, and he's taking all these things, caution fees, agent fee, then wine fee. I don't know what to call it. Is it wine? And but on a serious note, it is not fair, because I think whoever, if they have anybody that's probably overseeing the way tenants, especially I'm only speaking from where I know here in Asaba, if there's probably an agent that can help to mitigate the way landlords inflate price. I think it has come to the to that time. I think it's high time, we the government, make set up a body you get that will oversee the way landlords put house on rent. So that they have to get a team, from the agent that overlooks the house and probably quantify the house, because you realize that some tenants will rent a house at a very huge amount, and when they pack into the house, they spend more than what they rented to fix the house to suit them. But you see tenants to just build the thing, and not to the test of sorry, you see landlord build houses and all of that, not to the test of a tenant, and he puts a lot of charges on their neck. And sometimes you know some tenants when they come to place, some of them are desperate, and they look for houses. And these guys they take opportunities to do all of that. You're still a tenant there. I know we're all gonna upgrade in life. Some right now that were once tenants and they're landlord. And we pray for everybody, to actually be a landlord someday. But it is totally wrong. I don't know why everybody is being quiet about it in Asaba. And truly, no be na just Asaba now. I mean, you get on that Asaba wey dey for desert state, wey no be this Asaba. I've been to their road, like I go virtually to their. I mean, this heart of Asaba, even in the central part of Asaba, like the Interboa, when it rains like this, you sometimes you get so scared because you have to drive your car around the road, and that within that Interboa, you realize that you are not lucky. There's a dish by the right, like if you're coming from Okpana, you if you're not lucky, you probably find your car, you know, probably been carried by the floors and waters. I don't know why Asaba landlords and whoever it's overseeing the way they structure houses in Asaba. I've been to some roads like on Sunday. I think 2 or 3 days ago I was coming from and I was looking at the major place in Asaba, a major place where you find even some of more a lot of celebrities. You know that there's no pathway, there's no way to walk. Everything is filled up with waters and all of that. So please, I don't know. The government should do something about it. Probably data state government or probably whoever that's any body of authority should look into the fact that it is not fair. It is not fair. How can someone how can someone pay you a rent of 320, a house that is not even nice, that is not comfortable to live in. I mean, somebody pays you such amount and you are demanding for wine for doing what? For building a house or for giving him 320,000 and like okay, I give it 300,000 so you should buy me wine because I should have charged you more than that. I don't know. So please, I don't know your experience from where you are, where you're watching me from. I mean, what is the state or what are the systems of renting out apartments or houses to tenants in your area? Please let's know. Drop a comment. If this video interests you, please follow my channel, like and share. And and sometimes I didn't even talk about the rules. And you, after paying all this huge amount of money, they now give you a very scary rules that even in military, if he give you that kind of rules, he gives you rules on how you should live. And when a landlord is in the same compound with you, on a day you don't enter now. They go tell you, you see my daughters, they say you don't look at them, bro, bro. Well, it's not funny, but truly, seriously, let's look into this thing. Even agents, they are one of the problems of tenants in this Asaba because some agents are going to use their hand increase money because they know they are having 10%, so they'll just come up with some amount, and before you get to see the landlord, they will just relate to the landlord, and because if the money comes up, he has a large percentage. But after paying for 1 year, that's when you now know the exact amount you are paying for a rent. But here in Asaba, if you're renting a house for the first time, trust me, you might just get confused. You don't even know how much is your yearly or annually rent to the second year. Hmm? That's when you will know. So please, let's do something about it. I think we are all Nigerians, and we should be able to understand that people leave home, to go to public cities to make ends meet, and not to go to cities and spend all their ends meet, living in a house, and they go home without any structure from where they are coming from. Please let's help each other. We are Nigerians. Let's help each other. Let's find a way to cost this thing. Especially even in this situation we're in China, where we have high rates of dollar is on the high side. Um, um, Cost of items has been inflated for God know whatsoever reason. So please, if this is interesting, please like, share, and comment. And wherever you are watching me from, please drop a comment. Let me know how it feels